I'm Matthew Hinde, and I live in Mill Valley. For the past 4 years, I've been right where you guys are, watching this great event, thinking actually how hard it must be to MC this event, and then thanks, Zach, for asking me to do it today. I spent 15 years running a search firm, just working with startups, kind of hiring top talent, and then more recently doing a lot more work with startups locally in the Bay Area, and particularly in North Bay. I'm also an investor in MSIV, and I'm super glad and happy to be here and be your MC for today. A little bit nervous, so stick with me. Maybe my British accent will see us through. So this is our 5th annual gathering. I remember when it started wondering if it would stick, and would people, would they show up north of the Golden Gate Bridge? Would they come this far and do this? And the question's been answered. We now have a real North Bay innovation community, distinct from Silicon Valley. Boo. And more collaborative and diverse in what's being built as well here. So the theme today is Build What Lasts. And it builds on last year's focus on startup resilience and build it here. Today is about how to create companies with real staying power in a time of constant change. Okay, and before we get started, I want to cover a few quick things. I'm going to cover a bit about our partners, and then a little bit on some housekeeping notes as well, and then we'll get the party started. Does that sound good? All right. Okay, so first of all, thank you to College of Marin for hosting us here. In this pretty, not a bad place to be for the day. Thank you to the weather, too. And they're our co-host sponsor. And we're going to learn from their president later today. Redwood Credit Union, our founding partner, the highest level of partnership. Thank you for your 5th year of helping. 2 platinum partners, LePage Center for the Global Innovation at Dominican University of California. Thank you for your support for the 5th straight year. And the great team at Bank of America for their 3rd year of partnership. We'll hear from both of these platinum partners later. Gold partners, Cerity Partners, the premier wealth management firm. You can give all your money to them later. The MSIV's landlord in San Rafael, 1299 4th Street, thanks to them. And also Acrisure Insurance for your 3rd year of support, thank you. And big news is we got 2 new sponsors this year, little startups, you might not have heard of them, Kaiser Permanente and the County of Marin. So thank you to both of those. A big round of applause to all of our partners. Thank you for making this happen. All right, a little bit of housekeeping. I'll be quick. I don't like housekeeping. But Wi-Fi, Jonas Center, there's a passcode, and you can get Wi-Fi because the cell phone is terrible here. We're recording this on YouTube in the coming weeks, so you can all be famous. For speakers and bios and other resources, you can check out northbaynext.com. It's in the website there. You can bookmark it. There's also a LinkedIn page, which is useful to see who's here. And if you're not on that, you can click and join that as well. And you can message people directly as well after you've met them or if you've missed them. LinkedIn is our main social platform. So please follow MSIV on LinkedIn. Tag our speakers, etc. So that's it. Time to get going. Let's start with our first speaker. Okay, and this is, I'm going to introduce to you, well, first of all, IDEO has become one of the world's leading design and consulting firms. Worked with many of the most prominent global brands. And we have Tim Brown here, who served as their CEO for about 20 years, 2000 to 2019. He's widely recognized as in design thinking around transforming organizations. We're fortunate to have this Glenn Ellen resident here with us today to share his perspective within our startup community. So we're super excited to have Tim here, and joining Tim for this fireside chat is Troy Dyken, who grew up here in Marin and is now a senior leader in the tech investment banking at Bank of America Securities. So Troy, over to you.